All right, I have hit record. Hopefully this works. So, to set the scene. Under raging storm clouds, a lone figure stands silhouetted against the ancient walls of Castle Ravenloft. The vampire Count Strahd von Zarovich stares down a sheer cliff at the village below. A cold, bitter wind spins dead leaves about him, billowing his cape in the darkness. Lightning splits the clouds overhead, casting stark white light across him. Strahd turns to the sky, revealing the angular muscles of his face and hands. He has a look of power and of madness. His once handsome face is contorted by tragedy darker than the night itself. Rumbling thunder pounds the castle spires. The wind's howling increases as Strahd turns his gaze back to the village. Far below, yet not beyond his ken, a party of adventurers has just entered his domain. Strahd's face forms a twisted smile as his dark plan unfolds. He knew they were coming, and he knows why they have come, all according to his plan. He, the master of Ravenloft, will attend to them. Another lightning flash rips through the darkness, its thunder echoing through the castle towers, but Strahd is gone. Only the howling of the wind, or perhaps a lone wolf, fills the midnight air. The master of Ravenloft is having guests for dinner. Cut, and that's when the camera pans upwards. And then Curse of Strahd is drawn in blood as it drips down over a black background. The camera pans down to a field where there's a goblin with an axe impaled in him, and as a gnome barbarian pulls that axe out, the goblin falls dead. Cut to our heroes in the middle of a battle against 4 goblins. Everybody roll initiative.
Okay, I would probably have my shield pulled out if we knew we were going to be engaging.
Yeah, you guys are already in mid-battle.
19 initiative.
20.
18.
7.
I rolled really high.
I rolled an 18.
And for
17.
Jason...
15. What did you roll to get a 7?
I rolled a 4.
Oh my.
Happens. Hey, someone had to take the bad roll.
That is some nice deck stuff.
Alright. Alright. So, starting with Greg, how are you murdering the goblin in front of you?
There's a goblin right in front of me. I did something wrong.
Okay. Alright, you're up first.
Okay. No, seriously though. Is there a goblin right in front of me?
No. You are as far away as you want to be from a goblin that you are currently attacking.
That's very far away.
That can be 120 feet.
Yeah, maybe we could all just be pretty far away.
I leave the bar.
You can. So, the way the battlefield is currently,
Okay.
there's Jason in the front pulling an axe out of a now dead goblin.
Right.
There is 2 other dead goblins next to him, as well as 2 empty health potions. So he's at full health. There's right behind him. There is how do you pronounce your name, Scott?
Artesh.
Artesh? Right behind him is Artesh in combat with another monk. Not a monk, another
monk?
goblin.
I befriend this monk.
Next to, in combat with another goblin who is precariously good at fighting and might in fact be a monk goblin.
That's unfortunate.
Then Etienne will say, do you want to be up close or far away?
I will be medium, like 10 feet back.
All right, so then 10 feet behind Scott, or behind Artesh, is Timothy Tips.
Timothy.
Oh, I hate you. This is great. And what is your weapon?
No weapon, but I have a shield.
No weapon.
No crossbow?
Rod? Warlock's rod?
I need a hand for my spell casting because I have hand waving components to do.
All right. And then 10 feet behind, 10 feet behind Artesh is Timothy, with his shield out and ready for combat. And how about you, Jenny? Where do you want to be?
Front line.
Can I get behind anyone?
You can be behind Timothy.
Timothy is the
I
more
was
armored one.
thinking more
You can...
backstabby.
Oh,
Oh, behind a goblin?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, that's where I will be.
So, right next to Jason is two goblins, one of which is, and both of which are engaged with combat with Etienne, and behind one of those goblins is Elyse with a dagger ready to stab in his back,
Hold on, there's
or whatever weapon.
goblins near me.
Yes,
You're fine.
Okay.
and then lastly, Greg, where are you?
60 feet back, because the goblins strike, I immediately turned tail and ran back.
And 60
no,
feet.
No. This is not what I was here for.
So the camera does a dramatic pan around where Jason's pulling his axe out. Artesh is in combat with two goblins. Elyse is right behind a goblin. It pans to the left to show Etienne behind his shield preparing a spell or something, and then it pans even farther left with a big whoosh to Falkas running away.
He's sprinting out there.
Yes. All right. So at the top of initiative, we go Greg.
All right. I would like to make a nature roll to try to recall my knowledge about these strange creatures that you have named for me.
Sure, you just want to keep running?
I mean, I can think and run at the same time.
Sure. Make a nature roll. Also, well, actually, you don't even need to make one. You already know what these are. They're goblins. You guys were sent here originally to go find a kidnapped girl, a girl kidnapped by a goblin boss and his mob, and you're here to rescue her.
Okay. Are we getting paid?
Yes.
Just checking.
Yes.
Okay,
There
if
is
we're
a.
getting paid, I'm gonna run with Greg.
Sudden realization of the entire party. Wait a second. This is pro bono.
No. You guys were promised money.
Okay. In which case,
As we remember.
I will continue going backwards, then whatever my speed is away, and then turn around and start muttering an incantation, targeting the closest goblin to me. Casting,
You said you were 60 feet away, right?
starting out 60 feet away.
Yeah.
I guess I can go back another 30, so I'm 90.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So, just making sure you realize you were 90 away.
Don't
My
worry,
range
I'll
is 120.
Okay.
So I am still within very comfortable range.
gotta throw one of these things at you, man.
All right.
It's outside of your range.
That's what you would think.
Okay. Casting chill touch. Does a 18 break AC?
It does, in fact.
Alright, spectral blue hand is gonna erupt from the dirt at the heels of one of the goblins, grasping it, spreading necrotic energy into them. And we'll do off the die. 5 necrotic damage to that goblin.
This goblin who's so there are 4 goblins currently engaged with Scott and Jenny, or
Whoa,
with
I heard
Artesh
2.
and
Now they're
Elyse.
multiplying.
Yep.
Yeah, my bad. But they've already been damaged over time, so this one kills it, finishes it off.
I do a little jig and scream, "Run, you cowards, in Abyssal!" I'm intimidated.
One of the goblins, after seeing his friend frozen by somebody yelling some of the most terrifying words he's never been able to understand at him, starts peeing himself a little bit, but just a little bit. All right.
That's my turn.
Next up is Etienne. Timothy.
Yes, I will use my non-shield hand and wave it around in a circular motion to create a beam of crackling energy, which will strike the goblin who is peeing himself. Oh, I rolled a 1. It does not hit anything. I guess I felt too bad for it, so I'm just like, well, I'll hit it over there somewhere else.
Was it a natural one?
It wasn't that one.
Roll again.
Okay. I got a 19 this time.
Okay.
That's fantastic.
That's unfortunate.
Okay.
Do I hit the P?
No. Scott, Artesh feels a little tingle at the top of his head. When if he reaches for it, he finds that some of his feathers up there are missing.
I'm not supposed to go bald until age 30.
All right. After that is Scott. Artesh, what you gonna do?
I turn to face Skal. Oh, I know that was Timothy, huh?
Yep.
God damn it.
Timothy.
I'm so angry I clench my fist and take aim at the goblin pissing himself.
All right, roll.
Does a 23 hit?
Yes. All right, roll for damage.
All right. I feel pleasure as I feel my fist like crackles into his stomach. 1d4. 5. Damage.
This goblin, also having been previously injured in the fight, off camera, dies in a puddle of his own urine, also with a giant fist. So the camera goes behind the goblin as he falls, and it's just a bit of a close-up of your fist just hitting him, and then you pulling it back.
I grimace because I think I got some piss on my fingers. Unfortunately. I need a bath after this.
Hey, Jason. So, all you missed is I did the Strahd intro, blah blah blah, and then it cut to you guys already like as a party already in combat with a bunch of. Can you hear me?
He can't hear you. He said on the Facebook chat he can't hear.
Oh. Okay. How do we fix that? All right. So.
The camera
Well,
pauses
Jason-
as the GM.
While Jason figures that out, up next are the 2 remaining goblins. All right, so that one is going to try and punch Artesh. He's armed with a scimitar and is attacking you with it. He rolls a 12.
I shrug, and it does not hit.
The goblin, angry that blind with rage after you've killed his friend, tries to slash at you, and you dodge out of the way. The other goblin, having just seen his friends get killed, and only having a little bit of health himself, chooses to run. Jenny, you have an opportunity. You can take an attack of opportunity.
I do. I don't know why I said that so dramatically. That was a 17 plus 4, 21.
All right. He is slain. The goblin turns to run and immediately runs into you. More importantly, he runs into your weapon and dies.
He ran into a rapier?
Yes.
That is an ignominious death. I will save it in song. So, we're looking for the girl, right?
There's one more goblin left. And yes, you are. So... Hey, Jason, can you hear us yet? Not yet. Oh, you can?
No,
He wrote yes.
Oh,
I
okay,
can
he
hear
can't hear. Okay.
Hooray! Etienne, Jason, can you say anything?
I think you're super faded.
Hello?
Hey!
It works.
Hey.
For some reason, there are 3 different communications microphones, and I was set to the wrong one, even though my laptop only has one. That makes sense,
Yep.
I guess.
So congratulations, you murdered a couple of goblins.
Yeah.
Didn't we murder 3?
Three here.
You murdered 3 and a few off camera. So Jason, all you missed was I gave the terrifying Curse of Strahd intro, and then the camera panned up onto a black background. In blood comes the words Curse of Strahd, and then it panned back down to you guys in the middle of combat with a bunch of goblins, and your character specifically pulling his battle axe out of a just killed goblin.
I see.
We've established also some important fantasy world details, such as leather is the preferred material for all adventurers' clothes.
Perfect.
Also, everyone is proficient with whips, just cause. We all can eat leather and sell leather as the currency.
This is canon.
Wedding. We are now leatherheads. Everyone.
We can say that this is canon from the place where you guys are from. But your guys are also currently in the middle at the end of a quest where you guys are being paid to retrieve a girl who was kidnapped by goblins.
Gosh, I hope she wears leather.
The leather skirt, halter,
So,
maybe choker too.
so Jason, if you'd like, you can either roll initiative or go with the initiative I rolled for you. It's up to you.
I'll just go with the one you rolled for me.
All right. So your initiative is 2. But it's fine.
Oh, no.
Thanks, Andrew. That's really good.
But it's fine. You already got a kill. And there's one goblin left, and Jenny, you are up.
Wait,
This goblin had just tried to slash at Artesh
And failed miserably.
and
I'm
failed.
sorry, but my first reaction, because I don't know everyone's names yet, is who is Artesh? That was not my in-character reaction.
Hi. Sorry.
He's a monk.
Monk.
He's the monk of our party.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over and stab.
The monk?
Yes.
Depending
it.
on roll make.
Kill the monk.
So that was 12, and I'm attempting to stab the goblin.
Okay, thank you.
All right. 12 does not break goblin AC.
Okay.
It your rapier slides off the leather on his back.
Leather?
So I'm gonna wave over at the barbarian and just be like, "Come get this." So you are now inspired. Take an inspiration die.
That's not how that. Wait, you're doing bardic inspiration?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
It's bonus action. You can do it.
Yep.
And that leaves Jason. So, description of the battlefield. You.
Dead bodies everywhere.
So Elyse, who is Jenny's character, Skal, your character, and Artesh, Scott's character, are now surrounding the last goblin who's on the field. 10 feet or so behind you, Timothy, who is Etienne's character, is behind a shield tossing
Why is
spells.
it pronounced Timothy? Oh, wait, it's the ski thing.
It's a joke. It's actually pronounced Timothy, but he's really into tea.
I see.
Shorthand, Timothy.
You said his name is Timothy? That's his name.
Okay, Timothy.
And Falkas is 90 feet behind you guys, having run at the first sight of goblins.
But he did help out.
But he did kill a goblin. He froze it to death and made another one pee itself in fear.
Hey, that's supposed to be my thing. I have intimidation.
All have intimidation, I think.
Everyone's got intimidation. I think at least everybody, or everyone
Oh, I
except
have
for the,
perception, not intimidation.
everyone except for the monk has at least a +2 in charisma.
Oh.
Yeah, I am definitely not intimidating anyone.
Wait, the wizard has a +2 in charisma.
The wizard is a half elf.
Good.
All right, Jason, you are up.
Let's just give this goblin a good old whack with a battle axe.
Don't forget to add your D6 of bardic inspiration.
Yes, please.
Okay, well...
2.
I rolled a 1. Immediately.
Oh no, 2 now.
So, you know...
All right, roll one more time.
Round. That's great.
See, this is why you roll the ones first before the game starts.
Jason, roll one more time.
14.
Okay.
Oh, my feathers.
Okay. So, Jason, you take one big swing at the goblin, who ducks out of the way, and then you decapitate his dead friend, who's lying next to him.
Just making sure he's dead, guys.
Oh.
Double tap.
And now we're back up to the top with Greg. Unless Jason, you want to do anything else?
No, I think I'm good.
Raging,
I think I'm good.
All right.
I will chant some more and cast Chill Touch on the last remaining goblin. A murder dies. 24 versus AC.
All right.
A pair of ghostly ethereal hands come out of the ground, and instead of going for his ankles, clasp the goblin by his neck, choking the life out of him, while also sapping his HP, 6 necrotic HP away from his body.
The goblin.
Wait, don't kill him. We need to ask where the others are.
The goblin dies in terror.
Oh no.
We can search the bodies.
Hopefully.
You say this after the second murder attempt.
He thought you'd roll a 1, so you know.
You guys. Once the last goblin dies, you guys are in a big field. Right next to.
walk over.
Right at the foot of a big hill. At the top of the hill, you see a little makeshift house, made out of just like scraps, and you hear the words.
It must be another goblin. Kill it.
Coming from it, as well as coming from the top of the hill. The hill is about 40 feet away.
I'm gonna stealth up to it.
All right. You have a movement of 30, right?
Yes. That's correct.
All right. Roll a stealth check.
I got a disadvantage on it, but I still have an 18 stealth.
18.
Yep. I'm gonna scout out the.
All right.
Yeah, I rolled a 19 and a 14. Just made up for that one.
All right. Now, are you sneaking up to the right or to the left of the house?
Can I see where there's a chimney? Or is there a chimney on the house?
The house isn't well built enough to have a chimney. It's more like a little hut, if anything.
Okay. And I can't see if there's a door on the right or the left, right?
No, there's a door right in the middle.
Oh. Then I'll go towards the left-hand side as I sneak up to it.
All right.
I wait for others to sneak up with me if they want to, though. Or they can just let me scout it out.
I shall try to sneak up with him.
I'm absolutely sneaking up with him.
Okay. So, are you all on the left side?
Yes.
I'm gonna hang back at the bottom of the hill because vision. Watch.
He's
Okay,
keeping
I'll sneak up as well.
All right. I want everybody but Falkas to do a stealth check. Oh, everybody besides Falkas and Timothy.
Got a 19.
22.
10 for me.
A 10.
I
Oh.
rolled a 9. I have a +1.
Oh.
over himself.
This is why I don't do this shit.
I'm also bringing along the wizard.
Drag.
Jason, as you sneak down as low as you can, you step on a particularly loud like stick, and there's a decent crack, but nothing comes out of the house. Etienne, would you say you're the closest?
Sure, I will be the leader of this stealthiness.
So there is a window, a broken window, not at an angle where they could see you from it too well, but and you're kind of hidden under it. But I'd like you to make a perception check to try to see something.
Okay, perception. Roll 1d20. A plus perception is 3.
3?
Hold on, no, 16.
Oh.
Oh,
My
16?
bonus to perception is 3, is what I was
Oh my
saying.
God.
I was just adding them to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Inside you see a goblin boss and 2 goblins to his side. One of the at the sound of the crunch, one of the goblins kind of looked up and looked around, and the boss just smacked him upside the head, and he went back to focusing on whatever they're focusing on.
That must have done some damage then.
And you said there was a broken window, right?
Yes. I will say that the bottom right is the only part of the glass that's really still there, and it's pointy.
I'm going to go up to that broken window and prepare to cast a spell when everybody is in position.
Do you tell us about the goblins?
I will whisper it as low as I can so that they don't hear us. But if they're being loud, then they shouldn't hear us.
Yeah, they can't hear you. You guys already all made your stealth checks.
I'll tell you about the goblins.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I'll be like, there's some goblin bosses over there.
Are you planning to put them to sleep, or?
All right.
I will kill him. Killing is fine.
All right. Before you start your spell, does anybody else want to move? So currently, everybody except Falkas is at the bottom of is at the top of the hill, to the left of the house. Falkas is at the bottom. The house, although tattered, while you guys figure that out, I can give some more detail until you tell me you're ready. The house is a bit tattered. The windows are knocked out. There is a broken stump out front where one would have expected a mailbox to be, and there are what look like drag marks leading up to the door from the bottom of the hill.
Oh, okay.
Not like 2 feet, but more like there was a really big, like something in a big heavy sack, something big and heavy in a sack, and the sack was being pulled up.
I can cast Minor Illusion when you guys are in position to sound like a wolf howling on the right side of the house so that they look the other way.
Nice.
All right.
If we're gonna do that, should we just like try to get them out the other side of the house, or then sneak in after them?
Oh, it's make them run out and investigate.
Yeah. We could
We could set up this sneak attack by the door as they run out.
Yeah.
Wait,
So I can
Everyone's ready
spells in there, and then you guys can gank them as they're running out of the house.
I think we might just be close enough for sleep.
Do you have sleep?
I do. I have sleep and charm person.
Okay.
I have hand axes I can throw
That'll put them to sleep.
permanently.
Okay, so the range on sleep is apparently 90 feet then, and also the area is 20 feet. I'm assuming this hut is smaller than 20 feet, or
20-foot radius.
Yeah, 20-foot radius of 40-foot diameter.
That you can definitely get them all with it.
okay. Let's see if this works.
Sure. I'm still readying to cast my Eldritch Blast in case any one of them does not fall asleep.
Does sleep have any vocal components?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
All right. Make your so you cast sleep, which I believe you have to roll
5d8.
yeah, 5d8, and it puts to sleep people up to that health, right?
Yep. So 19.
19.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Upon you casting the spell, you can feel it take hold of something, but you're not sure what it is. And the vocal component kicks in. Let me roll for initiative for these guys. Oh!
I don't like that sound.
Alright. Alright. So upon hearing this, you out of the window comes a fist
Oh.
in the direction of the sound. And it misses all of you. And now combat begins. All right, Greg, you're up.
What can I see from the bottom of the hill?
A fist just came out of the window next to your friends or colleagues. I don't know how you see them.
Targets.
Did any of them get put to sleep?
So I felt that something was put to sleep, but clearly not everything because this fist just came at us.
Okay. Since I'm still by the window, can I see?
You saw a fist just come out in front of you.
Okay, but I can't see if anything's asleep in there.
Not yet.
I mean, I think there's a fist in the way.
Okay. I had a prepared action.
Well, all right. I will try casting sleep on the hut.
Wait, what?
On the hut.
Yes, it's on the hut. Sleep hut, sleep.
All right, make your roll.
Not a gazebo. Calm down.
All right, D8, huh?
Yep.
That's a 3. That's a 3. That's an 8, so running at 14 and 2 more. That's a 1, so 15 and 1 more. 4, so that's 19 again.
Okay. You don't feel. Yeah, you don't know what happened.
These are some healthy goblins.
All right.
I scamper up 15 feet up the hill, trying to put all my friends between me and the hut.
I'd like to imagine that you're kind of like crawling a bit, like you're
Yes.
as low to the ground as you can be.
Just decided to go prone army crawl. Please don't see
Hide
me. Please
behind
don't see
me.
me. Please don't see me.
But keep in mind that I'm very short because I'm a gnome.
That's why I go prone.
All right, Etienne, you're up next.
Okay, I have a question. Since I'm below the window, can they see me?
No.
Okay, so I have advantage to attack rolls, right? Since they don't have vision of me.
Yeah, but you also don't have vision of them yet.
Okay.
So, and I think that kind of counters it out with
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Okay, so yeah, I guess I'll look inside the hut and see which ones are asleep.
All right, looking inside the hut, you see 2 sleeping goblins, a very angry goblin boss with an unconscious girl, over his shoulder.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to curse the goblin boss.
What does that do?
Hex?
I just do more damage to him.
Oh, hex.
Us you or all of us?
Or hex, yeah. Sorry?
Just you or all of us?
Just me. I just deal an extra d6 whenever I hit him with something.
Also, you can track them through this plane of existence.
And he will get negatives to his dex ability checks.
Okay. He sees you now, by the way.
He's what?
He sees you.
Okay, that's fine. And then for my standard action, I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
All right, make your roll.
Okay. 14 plus 5, 15, 19 to hit.
All right. So you lift your head up to look in the window, and in it you see what was formerly a living room. Vases knocked on the ground. Bits of unspeakable things everywhere, as goblins do when they take over a house, and 2 sleeping goblins plus 1 goblin boss with unconscious girl over her shoulder. Upon looking at him, he looks right back at you. The camera does the little thing where the top part kind of goes away to show eye contact. And you blast him with an Eldritch Blast. Roll for damage.
Okay. 1d10, that's a 7, plus a d6 is a 6, and plus 3 from my charisma. So 13 plus 16 damage.
16.
Yep, 16.
All right. You blast him right in the chest. He screams out in pain, and you can all hear this. And Etienne, you alone see the goblin boss. He appears bloodied.
Oh.
Next up is
I say, got him.
Next up is Artesh.
Alright, is he close enough that I can punch him? Is he still through the window?
He's still through the window, and you're still outside of it. You don't know what he is. All you saw was Etienne throw an eldritch blast.
Alright, I decide to look through the window and see what the hell he did to that boss.
You look and you see a very angry goblin boss. There's a big burn mark on his stomach, a bit above his stomach, and there's an unconscious girl on his shoulders.
Wow, he's still holding on to that girl? That's impressive.
Yeah.
Is he close enough that I can punch him through the window?
You can't punch him through the window, but you think that if you jump through the window and did a little, like, somersault in the air, you won't be hurt by the glass, and you'll be able to land in front of him close enough to punch him.
Channeling my heroic energy, I take a leap through the window, trying not to get bloodied by the glass, I guess.
Roll a dexterity check.
Oh boy. Dexterity? Acrobatics?
Acrobatics. Yes. I guess saving throw? No, check.
20.
You don't even touch the glass. You slide right through it. The camera does a bit of a slow motion as you jump through and spin, avoiding all of the glass shards, landing right in front of him.
As I'm spinning, I have 2 middle fingers held up to the boss. Anyway, I land and decide to do a flurry of blows onto the boss. Let's see. And roll. Oh, that's not a thing.
What'd you get?
I got that's an 11.
All right, it's an 11. As being very cautious not to hurt the girl, you aim slightly away, and you miss him. But the girl comes out unharmed, so hey, not all bad, right?
Yeah, at least I didn't punch the girl. That's a plus in my book. Let's see.
By the way, if anybody wants to go for him with disregard to hitting the girl or not, just let me know.
Oh, right. I probably should have specified that I'm not aiming at the girl. Huh. Okay.
I'm taking that as default. All right, Jenny, you're up.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm gonna go up to the entrance, I guess, behind the, I think, Warlock.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna, like, crook my finger at the goblin boss and be like, come at me, bro. Only without the bro.
All right.
Bro.
So this is great.
All right. You see a look of rage and a bit of fear in his eyes.
Yes, and also that will hopefully do damage. Oh, it says string of insults. Is it fine if I just do one?
You can do one repeatedly.
Come at me, you mangy, disgusting weakling. Okay, so wisdom saving throw against wisdom 13.
All right. Oh. He makes it.
Dang it. I have to up my insult game. Sorry, guys. But, hey, Warlock. Go get him. Take
Okay.
an die.
Inspiration. Nice. Okay, so that's a d6. Do I roll it now or when I do my attack?
When you do your attack.
Okay.
You can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. and this can be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
Okay.
All right. So next up are the goblins who sleep a bit peacefully. One of them kicks his leg like a little dog. And then up is Jason.
Let's see.
I would like to
near
say
the window or the door.
you can make it through both if you'd like.
I was
But-
just thinking the door might be easier because it wouldn't require an athletics check. Or an acrobatics check, rather.
Yeah, you can do that.
Well, then I'm gonna charge in. Shield first. And try and mow down the boss.
You want to describe how you go in, or should I describe it?
I'm gonna jump into the hut? Hut.
Hut.
Jump into the hut. And just charge forward with both hands on my shield. And try and bowl over any goblins in the way. And knock the girl out of his hands.
All right. So make your attack.
I have no idea what bonuses to add to a shield charge. Ooh, I got a 17 though.
A 17?
17 plus whatever I get for using a shield as a weapon.
What's your strength? Let's see.
2 plus 2.
We'll say at least 19, which is good enough. As you charge at him with your shield, it strikes him. It strikes him right in the belly as he's still reeling from the shot from Etienne, and it knocks him backwards, and he drops. It knocks him towards the goblins that are asleep, and he drops the girl.
Aha!
Make a dex. Let's see. Yeah, make a. What do you have? Yeah, make a dexterity check.
Okay. I got a 19 plus 1, so...
As he drops the girl, you catch her midair.
Don't worry, fair maiden, I have you.
She's asleep.
Yep. She got hit by the sleep spell.
All right, now it's the boss's turn. He wasn't knocked prone by the attack. Oh yeah, wait, I forgot. What damage? Roll for damage.
What do I roll for a shield? It's not a weapon.
Improvised
It
weapon.
would be an improvised weapon, so probably just a 1. It's up to Andrew.
Oh, I'll let you roll a d4.
Okay. 1d4. Oh, I rolled a 1.
All right, it deals 2 damage. But you saved the girl, and you actually made him lose some AC while doing it. So nice.
I'll take it.
Milk's got plus 2 to strength. If that helps anything.
Oh, yes, it does. He does 4 damage.
For the damage of an unarmed strike for me.
All right. You're up. Greg, show him what Falkas can do when he doesn't know what's going on.
The boss went? Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, yeah, you're right. It's the boss's turn. So the boss
Sorry.
the boss looks understandably a bit peeved. And goes straight for and goes for Artesh.
God damn it.
Your odds, 18. Your odds, and Skal was evens, and he rolled an odd number. All right, so he comes at you with. He pulls out his scimitar and tries to slash right at you. And hits you for 8 All right. And you take 4 damage.
At least he didn't scrape off my feathers.
And he comes at you again with a second attack.
I cry.
This is +4 to hit. Okay. The first one gets you right in the arm, but it like snaps you a bit aware, and then you dodge the second one.
Oh, that sounds great.
All right. And now it's Greg's turn.
Oh,
Get him,
no,
Falkas.
It's great.
I continue army crawling up the hill till I'm next to Timothy, who I assume is still standing outside by the window. Like, hey, how'd it go? Is it over?
2 of them are asleep in there.
Nice.
One of them is very not.
And then there's an angry goblin man. He's bigger than the rest of them.
I stand up and I take in the scene. It's like, oh, you could probably finish this. Do we want him alive?
I'd want him. I want to ask him a few questions.
I would like to add that the person who gave you the quest made no indication that he whether he cares whether he's alive or dead.
We'll kill him eventually.
Oh, okay. I'll settle back down and be like, you guys are doing good.
All right.
So I'm guessing you just had to dash to the hut.
All right.
Oh, boy.
So Falkas stays hiding behind the wall, safe from danger, or so he thinks. Next
Yeah,
up,
Can I roll a hide check?
yes.
That's a 13 plus 2, 15.
All right. The goblin mob boss does not know you are there. Even more. Next up is Timothy.
Okay, do I take any negatives from trying not to kill the goblin boss and just knock him unconscious?
It depends what you're trying to hit him with.
Another Eldritch Blast.
Taser edition.
Yeah, I'll say that if you're trying to knock him unconscious, that's knock him unconscious, D&D ruling. I'm gonna look this up.
I've already started Googling non-lethal damage rules.
Yeah, let me know what you find.
Difference, so long as
Yeah.
you specify beforehand that you're trying to go non-lethal.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see any downsides. Honestly, the only bit that I'd say you'd have to worry about is because it's a unholy blast of eldritch power.
Force damage, yeah. He's
Player's
also
Handbook page 198 says, when an attacker reduces a creature's hit points to 0 with a melee attack, they can knock the creature out, and they can make this choice the instant the damage is dealt.
Oh, this isn't a melee attack. This is a spell.
Then...
So I don't think you get the...
Demon power, which is force damage.
I'm gonna say you can't, because it's a
Okay.
spell.
That's fine.
How bad does he look?
He looks pretty bad.
He is bloodied,
We could try another
Okay.
swoop.
which... If you were like me who didn't know what that meant up until recently, that means he is below half health.
Okay, so I'm going
I hope
to, roll Eldritch Blast and use that inspiration that the bard gave me. Ooh, I only got so 9 plus 5 from the inspiration, so 14 to hit. Does a 14 hit?
After being hurt really badly from the last one, he knows what he's up against, and panics and dodges, jumps out of the way.
Okay. Dang it, I rolled a 4. But the inspiration was pretty good. It gave me a 5 extra.
All right. So, after Etienne, we got Artesh.
All right, Arthep, whatever. All right, so I can punch it unconscious, right? I punch it.
All right, make your roll.
All right, let's do a. Oh, that's off the table. That is a 21.
21.
Yes.
All right. That's gonna hit. Roll for damage.
Right. 4 damage. Oh wait, no, +3. 7 damage.
So your punch goes straight at him. He sees it coming though, and he picks up one of the sleeping goblins and puts it in front of him as a shield, using his ability Redirect Attack.
That's unfortunate.
As your punch goes right at him, you see you're looking at the goblin's eyes, and you see him like blink to wake up, and then your fist comes straight at his face. You hear crunching, and the goblin's body hit the floor dead.
All right, so
no.
I'm obviously pissed that he used a goblin as a shield, so I'm going to use another armored strike as a bonus action.
Oh. Okay.
So I'm going to really aim at the guy's face this time.
What are you doing?
And it... Hello?
Sorry, our cat's being weird.
Kitty. I mean, sorry, 19.
19. Roll for damage.
All right. Please don't direct it again.
He only
That's
has
a
one
s-
reaction.
That is a 6 damage to him.
I guess these are reactions, aren't they? No, I think these are just abilities. Let me check
Like
that.
2 goblins dead and just...
Usually when you can act on someone else's turn, it's a reaction ability, but...
Let me double check just so I don't.
Unless they have a layer.
Yeah.
Goblin boss 5e. I had the thing right here a moment ago. Yeah, it's a reaction. All right,
Do it
that
once
hits
per
him.
Okay.
You said 6?
6.
He looks very shaken, but still up.
I am unhappy about this, obviously.
Next up is Jenny.
Great. Can I just walk over and stab the remaining sleeping goblin?
Yes, you can.
Are you sure you're not evil alignment?
It's a little dubious, to be honest.
The joys of chaotic neutral.
No, I'm being practical.
I mean, yeah, that's not evil as much as it is, like, smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They cannot be wrong.
Debatable.
Okay, anyway, I stabbed the remaining goblin.
All right.
Advantage, and if you hit, it's a crit.
Yep.
If you
That
hit.
could have been the Albert Einstein of goblins.
So I rolled a fuck.
Okay.
You rolled the fuck?
What number is that?
Can you now give the fuck
Did
to
you,
the goblin?
did you roll the second die?
No, I only rolled the first one.
You have advantage, so.
Okay, so the second one is like a 22.
Okay.
Okay. I have good news for you, Jenny.
Someone who's sleeping, who just rolls over. You missed.
Roll crit damage.
I don't know how to do that.
So, roll twice the number of dice.
Okay. So that's 13 plus 2.
All right. Where did you want to stab him?
In the face.
The blade goes right through his head.
No, like very precisely through his eye. Like I am an artist.
All right,
That's not evil.
you can describe
This is
it.
for art, Andrew.
You can describe it.
Well, so while you're all like fighting, I'm just gonna like mosey over, not really stealthily, but more casually, and I'm just gonna like take my rapier and just precisely stab the guy in the eye.
Just gonna mosey over and commit brutal murder. It's fine.
With delicate precision, she
There was
slices
no
right
pain.
through the eye.
The boss looks really really distressed about this. Next
Oh,
up
monster.
That goblin had a family.
next up is Jason.
Had.
Skal, you're up. You're holding on to this girl. She is still unconscious.
Yes. That would
Use
be a
your
detriment if I tried to swing a battle axe, then probably.
No? How many hands is your battle axe?
Well, I also have a shield. Battle axe is versatile, so I can do one or
Wait,
two.
how'd you catch this girl?
The shield is on the back of my arm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I could just run off with the girl.
I mean, you can.
I'm gonna do that.
I would. Like, we have enough people, probably.
You're currently engaged in combat with this boss.
Oh.
This
Yeah,
will
but
provoke
he's
an attack of
already.
opportunity.
Isn't that a reaction, though?
Is it?
I think so. I think you can only take one reaction or attack opportunity per turn.
Unless you're
Yeah.
special.
All right.
Yeah, bosses might be. You can always rule that bosses are special. They can take multiple.
I
You can also
mean,
disengage, right?
huh?
Yeah,
Or
disengage is an action.
Yeah, you can disengage and then run out.
Then I disengage and run out. Taking the girl to safety.
All right.
Yeah, opportunity attack is a reaction.
Falkas, you have no idea what happened in there. All you hear is like screaming and brutal fighting, and
Scampering going out the door.
scampering going out the door, and then you turn and see Skal carrying a young girl in his hands who's about the size as he is, to be honest.
Wait, is she like actually a young girl?
Yeah,
Dang, I thought she was a teenager.
yeah, like 13, 14.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm not gonna make this creepy.
Oh, it's not creepy. It is not creepy in any way.
She was a bit older.
Yeah, I thought it was 18, like standard dance.
Like, oh, also, the girl is unconscious in his arms. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Skal is 63 and he's not down with that.
Just to clarify.
So while running out the door, it clicks on Falkas, and so he runs out the door carrying this girl, saying, "I'm not down with this."
Guards! Guards!
I make sure to look around to see that, to make sure that nobody is watching. Then I scamper off after the gnome, the chaperone.
Oh, it's not your turn yet. I'm just telling you what you see.
Oh yeah, no, I just look around and like, oh okay, there's so long as nobody else is around. Hey, Skal, don't do that. We gotta talk about this, man.
All right. So next is the boss's turn. Next is the boss's. So next is the boss's turn, and he's kind of cornered in the house right now, in the little hut. There's not much room in there for him to run, and the only escape that he had now has a person running through it saying, "This is not what I'm into."
They're all like confused.
And so he then charges at He pulls out his scimitar and makes another attack against Artesh.
Fun.
Alright, so that's gonna hit. Alright, that's gonna hit you for 7. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're at 4. He gets a second attack with his multi-attack.
Ooh, this is a scary boss.
Yep.
Alright.
Bye.
Okay, we have one with healing word.
Artesh, you lose consciousness.
Woo!
And he yells at you, Brayark! Which does anyone here speak Goblin?
Nope.
We speak Abyssal.
It's just so much of
We are the demon closest.
Technically, I speak Draconic and Celestial.
Wait. I also speak Draconic. Oh no, good. I speak Dwarvish. I'm glad we did it completely different.
Yeah, no, we totally.
Just missile.
It's okay.
But I was so amused with that one, I decided to keep it.
I mean, if any of you actually care what he says, I guess you can roll an insight check, but it doesn't matter. Next up is Greg.
Already.
Wait, didn't I just go?
No, I told you what you saw. You didn't do anything yet. Are you gonna run with him?
I run after Jason.
I have an insight of 6, by the way.
Oh, that beats mine of 5.
I'm glad we're so curious about this.
I mean, if you guys actually want to try to insight what he's saying.
We just did.
Oh, what'd you roll?
6?
A 6?
Yes. I'm getting my bad rolls out of the way.
You have no idea what he says.
Does
What he
seem
said.
angry?
But it was a bit aggressive.
Oh, wait, hold on. I actually need to try to roll for that.
You got an insight of 18.
Oh no, it actually was a 4. And a nat 1. I think he was complimenting somebody.
Falkas, you say that with the most confidence that you can.
Timothy got an insight of 18.
You don't think he's complimenting somebody.
I think you're wrong.
Anyway, it's your turn, Etienne.
Oh, Wizard went already?
Yep.
Wizard is running to chaperone the gnome
Oh,
with with his sleeping underage girl.
I guess time to actually, do I have any bonus actions I can take? Hex and
From League of Combat, and they're all like, you know. I want you to know that that's not calming and very annoying.
I could Hexblade curse it, but I only get that once for rest. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna Hexblade cursed him as a bonus action. So I get 2 more damage on my rolls, and a 19 or 20 will crit.
Oh, okay.
I got a 15 plus 5 to hit, so 20 to hit.
Roll for damage.
Okay, 1d10 is 8 damage, 1d6 is 14 plus 5, so 19 damage.
Alright. You blow off his head.
Nice.
Nice.
Don't hurt my friends, I say.
Also, Etienne, your roll was high enough of an intuition of an insight check to know that what he was screaming was surrender.
Oh. So he said surrender, and then just got his head blown off.
Well, yeah, he was yelling that at you.
Oh. Oh. He surrenders?
No, he was telling you guys to surrender because he just knocked out your friend. It didn't work.
I see. I thought he was offering to surrender, and then I'd feel bad.
No.
Okay. Alright, that's fine then.
I am foaming at the mouth, but I give you a slight thumbs up.
All right, everyone's out of initiative.
Cautiously.
I'm gonna cure wounds on the unconscious monk.
Okay. How much do you heal him?
A number. That looks like 10.
All right. He's back up.
You're welcome.
I wake up and have no recollection of what happened.
Wakes up, there are 3 dead bodies lying around you.
Wow, I must have been great at this. I killed all 3 of these people by myself.
Not quite.
Where's the leather?
You see on the goblins there's scraps of leather.
Are
I
there
collect them.
are there any more glass windows in this hut?
Yeah, there's one.
Okay, is there loot?
In the hut?
Yes.
No.
Goblin.
Why
The
not?
girl, the girl
You-
was the loot, and the guy just the 63-year-old guy.
There are-
That was the mission.
So
The loot is the bonus.
when you say loot in the hut, do you mean like something related to the hut, or are you gonna loot the bodies?
Why not both?
All right. So so on the 2 sleeping dead, the 2 permanently sleeping goblins, they are each armed with 1 scimitar and a few arrows if you'd like to collect those. And on the goblin boss, there he's holding a extra big scimitar, and a few and like 2 very long pointed sticks that one might assume would be javelins, but they are definitely low quality on his back. And he also has some leather armor on.
Leather armor.
The gnome can wear it.
Oh, yeah, I guess his boots wouldn't fit because I think it's traditional to steal boots. And I guess he wouldn't have gold fillings either.
Oh, he was barefoot, and he doesn't. He like half his teeth are gone at this point. His head is blown off, dude.
But the other half gold.
I still think the glass windows are worth more than everything on the goblin bodies. This is Middle Ages, man. Glass.
Also, you can each roll an investigation in the house,
Okay.
I think the only one who can do that is the wizard.
or
I'm here for.
or an intelligence check from anyone else.
22 investigation.
All right, 22 from him. Anyone else?
I
I
got
have
it.
11.
Wait, what was the other roll? What was the other one for everyone else?
Just intelligence.
The
Oh,
same as investigation.
20 then.
20. All right.
Yeah, I wish I rolled that earlier.
All right. Unfortunately for everybody but Artesh and Falkas, the house was already looted by the goblins. There's really not much lying around that you guys can find. Falkas, however, we'll start with Artesh. Artesh, you find hidden under one of the floorboards, cause that was slightly lifted up, is a small little sack of gold.
Yo!
It's got about 6-7 pieces.
Thank you.
So you can put that on your character. And Falkas, what you find is in one of the corners is a shattered picture frame. There's a ripped picture in it, and it looks like it used to be a family that lived there. Other things you find, but another thing you find is a covered in a bunch of dirt and dust, so it was really hard to spot, is a piece of jewelry that matches the woman in the photo.
What does the woman in the photo look like?
The head, I'm gonna say the head's gone, but it's just like a kind of simple peasant woman.
Oh, okay.
With jewelry. Okay.
Yeah, in the picture around her neck, is a necklace made out of silver, and that's what you found. If you want my appraisal, it's probably gonna be like 7, or I'll say it's like 8 gold.
Okay. I'm just going to convert that to coinage.
Sounds good. And we can assume you do that when you get back to the place.
Do we know what happened to those people? Like, is there blood that we did not cause?
It's just an abandoned hut.
Okay.
It depends. Would you like to investigate more?
Yes, I would.
So as you found the gold underneath the floorboard, you rip it open up more, and underneath the hut is a bit of a makeshift grave.
Oh, unfortunate.
You find 2 adult-sized skulls and 1 child skull. There's a big crack in the adult-sized skull to show that she was killed by an impale to the head. But it's just the skulls there. Underneath the part of the house where Falkas found the thing, you guys find the basically broken remains of the woman's body, and a few feet to the left of that is the father's body, and but you can't find the kids.
I'm very sad.
Okay, so do we get money for bringing back like signs that we killed the goblins?
I mean, they don't care about the goblins. They care about the girl.
Okay, well.
So do we want to bring heads or toes?
You can bring heads if you'd like.
That seems like a good idea. Let's do it.
And you can keep it simple and just bring the goblin boss's head. That's really enough for them to believe you.
His head got exploded.
It got
Oh, that's
decapitated, didn't it? Exploded.
It did.
We can bring a hand.
And you can bring, like, a goblin head. Okay. We'll say you brought back a hand. Alright, cut to you guys at the tavern where you originally got the quest. We'll say that Skal got there way before the rest of you. You just ran straight there with the unconscious girl.
What was he immediately arrested?
By the time he gets back to the town, kicks open the door to the tavern, and yells, "I am not into this!" and drops and goes up to the and goes to a corner table where you see a distressed older man, his eyes red, and a woman next to him. Taking his empty cup. That's what it's called, mug. The thing that you put the beers in.
A pint.
Pint. Thank you. Yeah, taking away his empty pint. And you look next to that guy. Next to that guy is a younger man and a younger woman. And another older person who looks unrelated to the other 3. He has more colorful clothes on, a bit of facial hair, like a pretty well kept beard, which is pretty impressive at this day and age. And a smile from ear to ear as the distraught man and his 2 kids like see you come in. They drop whatever they have and they smile. at this moment, you can kind of see that their smiles are more genuine than the other multicolored guy, who's got the smile of, I guess the best word to say is a cobra. He is happy, but there's other stuff in that smile. More like he's kind of amazed you made it back as well, too. Yeah, that's what happens when you enter. What do you do?
Well, the girls should have probably woken up by now.
Oh, I'm getting to that, but what do you do?
Well, if she's still sleeping amazingly,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna put her in a chair and I'm gonna sit opposite of her for now.
Her eyes start blinking open. She yawns and wakes up and sees you right in front of her face.
Oh, no.
And then she says, "I'm not into that."
Yeah. And she's just like, "Oh God, I'm not into this."
My ex-boyfriend argued to me that was romantic.
It's not romantic in any way.
I know. But it happens in Twilight.
Oh my god. Nah, it's fine. I'm just making sure she's okay.
She like checks her body to make sure she's fine. She gives you a bit of a look of confusion, thinking either you saved her or you are the weirdest looking goblin she's ever seen.
We're in with non-goblins. I think it's pretty clear that I'm the person that saved her.
The thought is like not even a second. You're fine.
Okay.
And yeah, her dad and her siblings and her older siblings, like give her a massive group hug, and the father turns to you and is just like, "How can I ever repay you?" And I'm so, how can I ever repay you? Here's, and then he like pulls out a big thing of gold, about 50 gold pieces inside it, and like, here, take this. I know this is double of what I promised, but just take it.
Oh my good man, I couldn't, but I will.
And he just like looking at you, he's just like, you've earned it. Hopefully the money can cover the loss of your friends.
What?
Oh,
The lost companions who never returned.
And the Skal left the village.
Oh wait, he's not done yet. Before you leave, he says, "No, wait, we have to celebrate first. Here, your first round is on me." He says,
"I see no way in which this will go poorly at any point."
And do you take a seat?
Oh god. No, I gotta tell them that. Oh, I just got her back here first. They were finishing cleaning up. I was the first to arrive. Sure, fine.
But I'm still
So-
taking your money.
So wait, the half-elves aren't walking in all speaking Abyssal to just, like, maintain their proficiency in the language?
Not yet. Jason, do you take a seat or not?
I absolutely take a seat. It's time to chill. We did our thing.
You take a seat. You take a seat. A big pint of beer gets placed right in front of you. Or are you a wine person?
Am I a what person?
Wine.
No, I'm a beer person.
A big pint of beer gets put in front of you. The multicolored man sits next to you, gives you a pat on the back, puts his cup next to yours and cheers it, saying, "Good job, man." Cut to some time later. Three half elves speaking abyssal walk in with a bird person who's just like checking his feathers is my guess, or whatever.
I'm
what would you
really
be doing?
just broken up about the loss of feathers on my head.
Pulling too early.
Yeah. I think is the bard pantomiming how she stabs the goblins in the head with her rapier. To explain to me what the hell happened inside the hut because I wasn't around to see any of it.
I don't think I'm pantomiming. I'm probably like just practicing my abyssal with everyone else.
And I stabbed him through the eye.
Artesh.
Who's carrying the goblin hand in the hand? Is that me?
Yeah, that'd be
Oh yeah, that's totally me. I'm the bard.
Artesh, roll an intelligence check. Or wisdom, your choice. No, intelligence. What'd you get? What'd you get?
Huh?
Sorry, what?
Roll an intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
Numbers. That is a 16.
You learned one word in abyssal. The word that roughly translates to stab.
I repeat that word vigorously over the course of the evening.
By the way, when you walk in, Skal is trashed. He's still awake. He's just singing, or well, Jason, how would you describe Skal trashed?
He's probably broke bagpipes and is playing them poorly at that point.
Standing on a
Everyone is
table.
suffering.
hey.
He's still have a weakness for the drink. It's fine. Oh.
All right. Would you guys care to sit around with Skal, explore the tavern? What do you guys want to do? Skal's like playing his pipes.
This goblin head and hand on.
You can, I guess you can go up to the bartender. You can go up to the guy who gave you the quest. You can
Throw it at the feet of Skal. See
I
if he
just
fixes
like
it.
saunter off to the person who gave us the quest and presumably will give us the money. And I just like put this head and this giant clawed hand with like really gross fingernails down. We solved your goblin problem.
the father who's had a bit more than enough to drink, and is honestly being taken care of by his youngest daughter, who you guys just saved, while the older siblings are joining him on this
How the
escapade.
turntables.
He gives you the biggest hug he can, and like kind of kisses you, but not in like a sexual flirty way, but in like the like, you know what I'm trying to get at?
Yeah, it's a cheek kiss of gratitude.
Yes, that.
Does he also say, I'm not into this?
I assume he's not into it.
You must clearly state your purpose of kissing.
Etienne, he's gonna kiss Timothy first, and then at your look of shock, he says, "Don't worry, I'm not into this."
The base assumption that anyone's actions they are into. Not that they explicitly say they're not.
When you do that, he like pulls you to the table. You can resist it if you'd like. He's not putting much effort, but he's just like, "Come, sit, join me," and he recounts. He's telling, and he starts talking about like how terrified he was. His daughter got out while he was working, and her older siblings were out doing their own thing. Well, the guy was also working. He was also like tending to the farm while the woman, while her older sister went out and was selling some of the product that they grow. They're a simple farm family, after all. And
What kind of product?
huh?
What kind of product do they?
They don't want to tell you.
I knew it.
Oh.
Wanna?
Poppies. They sell flowers.
They say much like their good friend here, and they wink at Timothy. It's they are a big fan of leafy things.
Got it.
How's the girl doing? Like, is she freaking traumatized? Is she just like chill with this?
She's still in a bit of shock, but she's still in a bit of shock and recovering. But she's really thankful to you guys.
Didn't get to see any goblins dying, at least.
Oh yeah, like she was spared of some of the worst of it. The colorful man comes up and says, and turning to the father is just like, "See, what did I tell you? They looked good for the part. The moment I saw them, I knew they can handle a simple goblin problem, right, guys?" And he looks at you, and he's like, "Right." And then
Right.
he turns to the bar and just like, "Bartender, 4 more drinks for my friends over here."
I'll take some tea, please.
When you say tea, the dad, like a bit drunk, is like, "How did you know that's what we grow?" And then he just kind of looks at you.
So that's what it is.
Bartender comes in with some drinks, and the multicolored man looks at you and is just saying, "Ah, my friends, you guys did well. So tell me, who are you guys?"
We've never met him before, and
Oh.
he just called us his
Oh,
friend.
a bit of backstory that I guess I forgot is when you came into town, the father himself didn't tell you, didn't give you the quest directly. He was a bit panicking in the tavern, and this where he met this multicolored guy, like this multicolored outfitted guy, who told him not to worry. Goblins shouldn't be a problem for like for good strong adventurers, and he has a knack for finding them. And when you guys started walking into town, he ran into you guys, and he's actually the one that gave you the quest.
Oh wait, is he the one who offered us the money?
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't his money he was offering; it was the father's. And originally, the offer was for 25 gold, 5 gold per person. And instead, the father gave you 50. And the multi-outfitted man looks at you guys, and and that's your basically backstory with him.
Did he give us his name?
Yes, he did actually.
Multicolored man.
Ballad.
Alucard.
But first no, you guys met him on a sunny day.
Okay.
On a sunny day.
Yeah, but
Junior.
Edward.
but
Is he sparkling?
But do you guys ask for his name?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I assume we would have already, right? Like, surely.
Surely.
His name's
I would
Shirley.
have.
And his
name is Shirley.
I'll say if you guys ask for his name, he's like, no, I asked you first. It'd be rude. You're the heroes here.
That wasn't suspicious at all.
I'm gonna roll an insight check. I got a 17.
You suspect that he's stalling.
Oh.
I'm gonna just offer him my hand, smile, and say, Elyse, whatever the fuck my last name is, Safi? Elyse Safi. Charmed.
He, oh wait, are you charming him?
No, I mean, I'm just saying charmed.
Oh. He, takes your... He takes your hand and kisses it, not in like a romantic way, but in the yeah, you know what I mean.
And very obviously declared, I'm not into this.
Okay, can I perception him while I'm doing this?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, that was terrible. 13.
He is indeed not into this.
So you perceive that he is indeed not into it.
Okay.
But I can give you a description of him, a better description.
Is he carrying any weapons?
Yeah, he has a blade, but he's not in any way imposing or threatening you with it. His hand is pretty far away from it, but you also have the sneaking suspicion that although he seems to be a bit intoxicated, he's the kind of person who will not lose track of his stuff that easily, even while intoxicated.
Okay.
Ah, shit. Can't pickpocket him. Oh well.
I mean, you can try.
I mean, you didn't get that revelation. I did.
That's true. I need to make my own perception check and make sure that he is pickpocketable.
That's what it is.
You know, if you ever want to tag team and pickpocket someone, then we can, like, do this.
But you have a +4 to sleight of hand.
I mean, I'm a bard. I'm very distracting.
I will perception with my own looky eyes and get a 20.
I don't think it's legal to pickpocket, so I shall not join you in pickpocketing.
You get the same thing, but you get a little bit more in that he's clearly not from around here. He's a traveler just like you guys.
Oh gosh.
Asking where he's from.
Wait.
He never said his name after we...
No, I mean, we've only introduced like 20% of the party.
That's enough.
Yeah.
And everyone knows my name anyway, so...
He points to Skal and says, "I've already met our buddy. I've already met our buddy Skal over there. Good man." But yeah, if any of you want to introduce your character to the rest of us and like give a bit of backstory, now's your chance. If you don't want to, that's fine too.
My name is Artesh, and I seem to have a little bit of brain damage, so I'm going to go sit over here and sleep. Thanks. Bye.
Oh,
I pass out on the table.
The goblin boss certainly hurt you pretty bad.
Do you just kind of wave by and then just fall forward on the table?
Well, I sit down at the table and then just kind of, I don't fall onto it. I just lay my head on there.
I offer him some tea.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
I gain a quarter of a hit point.
He takes it. He takes it and he's just like, nice to meet you. What is your name, Mr. T-Man?
I'm Timothy.
He laughs.
No, really.
He hears that, he laughs. You take a little look to the left. You see like the father who's drunk. He just he hears that and he just looks at you and he's just like, and his jaw just drops.
Timothy.
And he goes, "Hello, Timothy. My name is Elyse. Wait, no, what's my head? My name is Darzin Elyse. Okay. A humble traveler. A humble traveler. That is my cart parked outside, right there." And he points out the window. Do you guys look?
Yes, I look.
Sure.
You guys see a cart pulled by a donkey. The cart is pretty colorful, and the caps for the caps for it are in the shape of suns. But yeah, like I am a humble traveler here with my group. They're currently going around the village collecting supplies for our next travels.
Do you sell anything from your cart?
His smile grows bigger and is like, why yes, I sell many things, especially to those with the money to purchase them, like I say. And then he head bobs towards to Skal, and it's just like, men such as him.
Oh, okay, so I don't have any money. But he did.
Oh, too bad. And his smile drops. His smile changes from that of a used car salesman to just to one of just niceness. And he's like, "Come, sit. I am just a humble traveler from a faraway land. So tell me, have any of you," and everyone other than Artesh can hear this. If Skal, if you'd like to pay attention to this, you can. You don't need to make a perception check or anything. But do you care to listen?
I do listen. Yes, I will stop playing the bagpipes.
All right.
I wake up as the sound of the bagpipes fades. My headache is gone.
All right. My friend. Glad to see you're doing all right. I was about to call the morgue, don't you know? And then he laughs and is just well, since you all told me about yourselves, let me tell you a little bit about me. I come from a faraway land, a beautiful land called Barovia. Have any of you ever heard of it? And one of his eyes raised, the other one lowers a little bit.
I guess, is it, what type of check is it to see if we go?
History.
History. 6, but it's a nat 1, so I think I've read about it in a fairy tale.
You are under... Huh?
10?
If anybody else cares, they can roll.
I rolled a 5 in history.
I also rolled a 5 in history.
But the nat 20, though.
Yeah, the nat 20.
All right,
It's not
so...
natural for skill checks, right? Or did that change?
I mean, nat 20s don't do anything for skill checks in any edition, I don't think, but it's fun to say.
Yeah.
It's 21.
Okay, so I will say that I'll also say that nat 20s matter for skill checks just for fun. Same with nat 1s, so watch out.
Well, no.
I definitely rolled a nat 1.
So this none of you know what it is except Greg. You think it is a lost underwater civilization.
Barovia, yes. Wait, where are your gills?
And you ask him that, and he's just like, "Oh, there." He laughs, and he looks at you and laughs, and he casts a minor illusion on himself to make it look like he has gills as he lowers his collar.
Wait, can we detect that?
Oh yeah, no, it's kind of clear. Like all of you except for Falkas know that this is just a trick.
God damn it! I'm the wizard.
Actually, no. Skal, if you'd like, you can pretend. You can say your character believes it or not. You're pretty drunk. You can play that however you'd like.
Sure, in drunken state, I'm not doing active investigation checks every 5 seconds.
Oh, I meant Jason's character, but yeah, you too.
Oh.
I absolutely believe everything.
And Elyse, would you like to say what you know about it, or are you going to let him continue his story?
That's a good question. Character defining moment. On
Our-
one hand, I want to know what he will tell us. On the other hand, I feel like I should show off my knowledge.
All right. So what you know about Barovia from your history check is that it's a ancient land that you haven't heard the name in a long time. You've heard stories and lore of it, and you know that most of the time the stories are told, it's from people such as him, like travelers from far and distant lands, telling
travelers, used car salesmen with magic.
Not you don't like it's not the stories don't come off as somebody like trying to sell you something as much as it's like saying like you hear stories of dwarven lands mostly from dwarves.
Okay.
You've heard stories from other people, and you've heard of Barovia, and what you have heard from the stories, it's a very kind of picturesque, pretty place, and it was caught in a massive war.
How recently?
500 years ago.
Oh, okay. So they're probably fine now.
Oh yeah, like that's where most of the stories of Barovia come. That you know that 400 or actually more like 400 to 500 years ago there was a war. The land what is now Barovia, the natives there lost that war, and the conquerors who won renamed the land to Barovia after their king, and the royalty settled down there for its picturesque beauty.
So I'll just say I've heard many songs of its beautiful green hills and of its wars. Sorry, it's late at night.
Primary export wars.
He looks at you a little amazed that you've heard of it, and is just like, I see the tales of my home have come far and wide, and I knew it happened someday. I always knew, but contrary to what your, and then he like points with his thumb at Falkas, contrary to what your barbarian wizard and he does a little quotation marks, believes our biggest export isn't war, nor is it water or fish, my friend. And then he lifts up his collar and the minor illusion just fades away. Our biggest export amongst other things are mostly pelts, meat, wood, and of course, and he looks right at Skal, our wine. Oh, the stories of our wines. How do you think I got to be like this? Our wine is so good that people call our winemakers the wizards of wine.
Do they actually?
You can roll a I guess insight check.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, insight would be to tell if he's lying or not.
Yeah.
About four.
17?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's not lying.
Okay.
Everything coming out of his mouth in that, like, I guess that last sentence is what you're talking about, or like the last bit is all true, as far as you can tell. But yeah, like they people call us the Wizards of Wines. That's what people call our winemakers, and then like he points to his wagon. My bad. And he points to his wagon and it's just like, I even have a barrel myself for special occasions.
Special.
But it's and he kind of just laughs and just like, it is a wondrous land. And he looks at you, Timothy. It's like,
Yes.
and like, we are also a place of many strange plants. And of many strange plants. Like, you think your teas are good? The land of Barovia has some of the strangest teas used for all kinds of elixirs. You can use ginger to heal your stomach here, but but back in Barovia, we Vistani use a special tea. You might say it's our specialty, and then he slaps his knee
Oh no.
and starts laughing. The dad who is currently drunk just kind of looks his way and is just like, boo. But yeah, and he just starts laughing after that, and that's the end of his sentence.
Timothy will laugh with him.
Do we all just kind of like awkward, polite laugh?
And he says that, and he like gets a little bit more serious, and it's just like, it's but I would not recommend going there without a guide. The place is pretty mysterious. It's the trick is you have to get through the misty forest, and much like its name, it is in fact very much a forest, and people get lost. So if you're trying to get in, you'd probably want to run into somebody like me, a Vistani like myself. It is our home after all. We have everything written down in here. And he points to his brain. And I'm just like, and also in here. And he points to like the spot above his heart. Or like, he points to his heart basically.
Oh, can we borrow one of those?
Yeah.
He looks at you and just like opens his shirt and he pulls out a map which was like at the spot below his heart. It's just like this one will cost you. You want a map to Barovia? That would be 20 gold.
Why?
I have leather.
Do you even want to go there?
Nah,
I mean, I'd want to go there. There's some pretty cool tea.
Tea, great wine, beautiful sights, and it is a land of mystery, my friends.
I think it's my destiny.
We'll give you Timothy for the map.
he hears that, he hears your destined joke. He laughs and looks at you like, 15 gold just for that.
Oh. I mean, 15, that's not that bad.
I mean, sure. How about
Wait, do I haggle is persuasion?
Oh yeah, if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you haggle, Timothy. So I will just cut in and I'll just say, but we're such good friends, Miss Master... Fuck, I forgot your last name. Master Alice Joy. Surely you can lower your rates for us. After all, it would be to your advantage to travel with a party of adventurers. Should I roll?
We could guard your cart along the way.
Alistoy hears that and's like, guard my cart, eh? Well, the forest is filled with lots of wolves. Wolves that I really do not want to tangle with. And then the lights kind of go down, and he like pulls you all a bit closer. Some of the biggest, scariest wolves you ever seen. You think a dire wolf is bad? Wait till you see 2 of them. It's where we get our finest pelts. And these wolves are where Barovia gets its pelts that make us rich. But it should be nothing for a bunch of adventurers such as yourself.
Obviously, Timothy's killed 5 direwolves by himself.
Oh, I
Skal?
have, yes. We'll have deception. 21 deception.
Give me a second. He looks at you, raises his eye in shock. That many dire wolves?
Yes. I am the best dire wolf hunter. So you should definitely let us protect your cause, sir.
Well, put it like that, why don't you? Alrighty, how about I sell you this map to Barovia for 7 gold pieces, and you accompany me on my trip back. I need to pick up more wine. My cask is basically half empty.
But I remember that we actually have plans in another town. And it seems to me that what you're talking about is actually employing us. So perhaps we should be the ones getting paid?
Dang.
Oh, I like this one. Roll an insight check.
He does not like this one.
What'd you roll?
18.
You can see that he didn't believe your story. Like, you get the opinion that he didn't believe your story about killing like the dire wolves all by yourself, but he's legitimately impressed by you, and he's considering the offer. Like,
I'm gonna add. In fact, we might be able to hunt some dire wolves, especially for you, in exchange for a cut.
Any pelts
So-
killed along the journey are yours, and if we don't encounter any, we'll go out and hunt 3 direwolves.
Sounds like a deal, my friends. How about this? You join me on my adventure. You give me 10 gold for the map, and for every dire wolf you kill along the way, you get one gold. It's only 10 dire wolves to pay me back.
So those things probably run in packs, right?
They do. No need to worry. We'll have plenty for you to kill. He laughs.
I've killed 10 before.
He sticks out his hand to, since Elyse, you're the one who's been negotiating with him. He sticks out his hand to you, and his left hand, and in his right hand is the map.
I
It's
have
like-
literally 10 gold on my person, okay? I do not say that out loud, but I do give a look at Timothy, we're doing this for you.
For me? What? Why?
He's just asking for you to shake his hand.
Yeah, I'm not shaking on a deal until I get a better price. Unless, someone else is willing to pay for it.
Like, we can work out how I get the gold later. My family should be back soon, and we got to pack up and leave.
So the current deal is he'll pay us for any wolf pelts that we encounter, but we pay
Yeah,
him 10
but we
on
have to
top.
pay him 10, so basically, if we kill 10 dire wolves by the time we get to Barovia, we pay him 0 gold. If we kill less than that, we have to pay him some gold.
Or
And if we kill more, he pays us some gold.
Or he refuses to pay us and just leaves.
True.
And we have
Well, that's why I don't think we should pay him for the map until we get to Barovia.
Yes. And I guess we communicate this through our eyes because we've already like invaded the place together.
I mean, he's getting his family at this point, I think.
And
No, he's still there with his hand out.
Oh, okay.
with the three of us have Elvish and Abyssal and Common. It's totally possible.
I mean,
Also, yeah.
you guys can huddle up and he won't like pay attention. Like he probably won't hear you if you whisper. So
No, let's switch to Abyssal.
Okay. Abyssal crew, roll.
Actually, do we all have a shared language or?
Common, no.
Oh, never mind.
No, come on.
Okay, we can teach everyone else Abyssal now.
I mean, the monk is just over there stabbed.
The monk is passed out. The gnome is playing bagpipes.
Oh yeah,
Everyone
the
here.
nobles have some gold, right? At least 5 each for the quest.
Wait, he's like literally coming with us. Why do we need the map?
So we can get back out.
So we can get back, yeah.
We can deal with that later. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of maps in there, right?
Don't assume.
Mystic wooded or mystic misty woods.
Miss T would.
he drops it to 9.5 gold.
What?
He drops it to 9.5 gold.
Deal. I will take 9.
You shake his hand.
Sure. But we'll pay you once we get to Barovia and subtract the pelts that we kill along the way.
He says, "No need, no need." And Jason, I'd like you to roll a dice, a
Jason's been
d20.
gone.
Jason.
Oh.
Jason's been gone.
Oh.
He's off to take care of Jocelyn.
Oh. Okay. Well, we're almost at the end anyway. Skal checks his pocket where he put the bag where he put the 50 gold. He finds there's only 40. He finds that there's only 40 gold pieces of gold in it, and the Vistani, Mr. Alistroy, laughs and gives you gives you the map.
Oh.
Oh no.
So, I mean, I think it worked out.
I guess.
It was purchased on credit, as far as we know.
Yeah.
Well,
Credit card has been invented at D&D.
Until Saul comes back from being drunk and like tells us. Actually, he'll probably like accuse us of stealing it. Shit. We have to make sure we share what happened with Skal.
I'm sure we can take care of
Wait,
angry little gnome.
can there be 9.5 gold in there?
He gives you an additional he gives you a gold piece and says, "That's just because I like you." All right, now hurry up, we got to go.
Okay, so it only costs us 9 in the end.
Okay, that's fine.
I
Let's
guess I'll...
go. Let's hop onto cart and take care of wounded
Yeah.
bird person.
Do we have like a money loot sharing policy, by the way?
As far as I'm concerned, yeah.
Okay.
So we've made a sum total of about 41 plus my 8, plus Scott's. How much again? 4. So that's 53, split among 6 or so, about 9 each.
Yep.
So I'll just keep my 8 and everyone add 9.
And we'll say that's all in GP.
9. So, okay, so everybody adds 9.
I'd like to also clarify that GP stands for genuine leather pieces.
It was for Gangplank.
But yeah, so you all join him on his. You all join him on it. He gets on his cart. He's the driver, and the rest of you can get into the back. After everyone gets settled up, his family shows up and is like, And his daughter's like, Papa! And then like gives him a hug and just like, my little girl. Now listen, Drasha. And like he gets on his knee and just like is looking at her in the eye, like, Daddy needs to go on his wine run. And I will be back in about I will meet up with you in the next town in about 4 days, 5 days, just in case. And then the daughter's like, oh no, Daddy, and she's like, it's fine, I will be safe. I'm bringing on these 5 adventurers, and he points to you guys in the cart. And the little girl looks at you guys and looks at him. It's like, are you sure there'll be enough? It's like,
Oh.
And he just like picks her up and is like, I'm sure. They've killed dire wolves, don't you know? She's like, oh, really? Yeah.
I nudge Timothy, being like, this is your moment to shine.
Oh, yes, I've killed so many direwolves. I am the master of direwolf killing.
I will
sing you the song of our party.
I will cast Minor Illusion and make it seem like there are direwolf pelts littered everywhere. On the tables, on the chairs, on the floor, across Timothy's shoulders.
Mr. Alistroy laughs. The daughter's just like, oh! And then the mom laughs and like goes in for a hug, kisses him, and is just like, I'll see you soon, okay? And like she looks at you guys and then looks back and is like, take care of them. He's like, don't worry, I will. And then they
oh no, he's the one who's gonna protect us.
And then they get in their cart and they go away. Like you see him kind of stare at them a bit. He's got a bit of sadness in his eyes seeing his family leave, but he's confident that he'll return. He'll see them again. And then he gets on the cart and is just like, all right, you all ready? Because this train won't have any brakes. And then he's like, yeah! And then the horses start going.
Okay. We'll go alongside. Or in the cart, I guess. Are we in the cart or next to the cart?
You're in the cart.
Okay.
And that'll be where we stop for today, except for one last scene. So, cut back to Castle Ravenloft, where Strahd stood previously, gazing over the town of Barovia and the adventurers that entered it.
Oh, us?
No. No. He walks back to a chessboard, sets up, on the chessboard you'll see a few pieces have been knocked down from the other side. He moves another piece, goes back to stare outside his castle, and screams from one of the forests to the right come out. He smiles and it goes to black.
So we all got a long rest? Or no?
At the start of the next session, you'll all have had a long rest.
Great.
Okay. So we'll regain our spells and everything. Okay. Then I will show you my hunting prowess.
I can now inspire you with more direwolf killing.
Nice. Are we leveling up through XP or milestone? Like you'll just tell us, oh, you're level 3 now.
Milestone, I have a few in mind.
Okay.
Good
Good to know. So we don't need to take care of XP until you tell us to level up.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I can be casting detect magic like every 10 minutes. Continuously. Again and again and again.
If
You can't detect magic.
if you cast detect magic around him,
Mm-hmm.
there is definitely something magical about the cart, and there's something magical about him. Not like all of him, but about his sword
Ooh.
and one of his rings.
Oh.
Do you tell the rest of us?
Like, yeah, our employer has some magical stuff on him.
Okay. Sword and he has a
His
wicked
ring.
ass sword that's magical. Is
And
it
a ring.
broadsword, or- Andrew, is it a broadsword? Or what kind of
A
sword is it?
rapier, a short sword,
Oh, yeah.
a long
It-
sword.
It looks like. Let me confirm that is what this sword is.
See you,
Do,
Scott.
do,
See you,
do,
Scott.
do. See you, Scott.
Is it a guitar?
I guess it's a long sword.
Yeah. And I'm guessing it looks kind of fancy, or does it look old and beat up?
I mean, it looks like it's been used many times. It's still sharp though, like he's recently sharpened it, and the handle is wrapped up in not bandage, but white cloth.
Okay. Thank you.
But yeah, so that's our happy little first episode. Attempt
Nice.
to try to have you guys show off your characters a bit. Some good
Yeah.
happy times before you guys actually enter Barovia.
Is this the last time we'll ever be happy?
Yep.
Also,
Probably.
how do you spell Darzan Alistroi?
Huh?
How do
How
you
do you
spell
spell
his name?
Oh, so Darzin,
Okay.
and Alastroi.